occasional documentary as well. We'll sit down together and watch that. But the rest of the television, it's awful. It's just try it.
It's rubbish, isn't it? Yeah. Game shows and stuff. But we're watching Peaky Blinders again, which is excellent. Peaky
Blinders. Tried to get her to watch that, and she saw the first one. She wasn't that into it. I watched a few of them. I thought they were brilliant. So and I think I watched The Expanse on my own as well because she wasn't interested in that. That's on Amazon, is it? Amazon Prime. I think
one of them, yeah,
and that was really good actually, as a space drama. But I like I say, I get Amazon Prime because I have stuff posted to me, so it's worth it for the postage. So it's an add-on, but the rest of it, cancelled Disney Plus. Not interested in what they've got on there anymore.
No.
Yeah,
I've got all the films that I want to watch. I've got on DVD anyway. So
yeah.
I'd rather.
I currently go to get my films out of these pound shops. What they call these charity things. We go in those, and the only thing I just look at the DVDs and books. There's nothing else. I'm not interested in wearing somebody's bra or some shirt. Somebody.
Not what I heard.
That sounded a bit odd, didn't it? I didn't mean that.
We are live. We are live. Come on in, folks. There's somebody out there.
You always go into those shops and look to see if there's a box of comics somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's getting so difficult to find out these days because people look at comics and go, "Oh, they must be worth something." And
everything's been so picked over.
Well,
they're not. They are to you and I, but they're not.
I tell you what, I picked up one of the last books I picked up was Nichelle Nichols' autobiography.
Oh, right. There you go.
Uhura, and it was signed by her.
Oh, no way!
Oh, there you are.
So somebody been somewhere and met her and got it signed and then put it in a charity shop.
It's always worth a look. Always worth a look.
Could have been somebody's estate, the person who had it passed, and they never bothered to open the cover to see if it was actually signed by her.
I think that'll probably happen to me with the stuff I've got. I don't think anybody knows half of it. They'll just chuck it in the bin.
Now the daughters have been on me ever since I had my COVID incident to start marking my books, especially the ones that are worth money, or else they're just going to blow them out for dime a piece.
Do you know, I forgot. I was looking through some New Gods for the first time in 25 years, and I found a couple signed by Jack when I went over there.
There you go.
I knew he'd signed number one, but I forgot he'd signed the others.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I got a couple of old Zap comics I'm really proud of that are stashed away in my long boxes that Crumb signed.
Wow.
That really happy with that, folks. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. It's Friday morning, the 1st of December. Very 1st of December, 2023. We are looking at this book here that hardly nobody knows ever existed. It is the Marvel comic art of Wally Wood.
You noticed the hand grenade on the top shelf?
It's got a lot of nice little detail in it. That's actually one of the panels from one of the stories. So they blew it up for the book. Brilliant. There's a cat up there too, up in the upper left.
Yeah, I can see the
cat. Yeah. Gonna run the opening, folks, and then we'll get things underway. Here we are.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
Whiskey seems to be sleeping in this morning.
That's whiskey.
Yeah. The Marvel Comics art of Wally Wood, folks. This book was done it's a nice hardback book by Thumbstack. Actually retailed for a whopping $7.95 when it came out.
When did it come out?
Whopping.
I'm looking. Come on. 1982.
Wow. So is that just before he died or just after?
Right around in that area. I honestly don't remember what year he passed. I have to look it up.
I know it's early 80s. It's either 81 or 83.
He said typing fiercely into Wikipedia. '81.
1981, right.
Born June 17th, 1927, died November 2nd, 1981, aged 54.
Wow.
Oh, so young.
The story is he was fumbling around in his room, and he was a bit of a abuser of alcohol, and it was causing him to go blind, apparently.
Yeah.
The theory is
that is abuse of alcohol if it's making you go blind.
I heard that he also badly injured his right shoulder and couldn't draw, and he committed suicide. That's what I heard.
Yeah, he did. He committed suicide.
Right.
But there's evidence that I guess his room was pretty tore up, and they figure he was blind and was searching for his gun.
Oh. So he found it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
What a shame.
Self-portrait right there, back when he was young. But there was a period of time there they were giving him inking assignments, knowing that he worked off of like flare pens, and his quality was down. A lot of stuff he did for DC during his later years. Still beautifully inked.
Yeah.
Very distinctive style, but not quite up to his high point.
He's got on that first panel there behind the board. He's got one of those helmets with that fantastic piping that he does, isn't it? Can you see it there? There, where your finger point, where there, that helmet. Yeah, that he has got that dynamo.
Oh yeah,
type of thing, and that lovely piping that he does.
You can barely see it through the coloring.
Yeah.
Beautiful skulls, spider in a web, all sorts of great stuff here. Little window in the dungeon.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Greetings, Wallywood here. Did you know that there are other worlds that coexist with ours, and there are people passing through you right now, existing on another plane, or if you prefer, in another dimension.
Lovely lettering. I wonder who's done that.
Flight into Fear. No idea.
It's just a really nice page.
Yeah.
It's very tidy. It's lovely.
And it's using that one of those panels that he does with the open panel, isn't it?
Mm.
It's a great effect because it sets the whole thing up away from him, doesn't it?
Yeah. And taking the text out of the black of the dungeon. This just
and he's lost his grenade off the shelf.
Yeah.
It's just too good. That's the trouble.
Yeah. I just remember way back, obviously hundreds of years ago, when Kirby was doing the Daredevil covers, and Bill Everett and everybody else and his dog was doing the interiors, and then Wally Wood landed, and I think that was the first time I'd ever seen Wally's work, and I think it was the Submariner cover.
Yeah, that's very iconic.
Yeah, and I thought, oh wow, look at that. Even then, I was only about 10, and I thought, look at that line work on that, and he was just so good. Was he doing Mad before Marvel?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, he did. He came in on EC's oddball books for Eastern and that. I've got a book of his science fiction, early science fiction stuff.
Right.
And we were looking, what was it that we were looking over that had Wood and him with another collaborator that was on a bunch of stuff? I think it was one of the EC books.
Right.
But he really found his home at EC, really kicked it out, did a lot of mad work, did a lot of, there's just some unbelievable work that he did during that EC period. And then he went from there to freelance, of course, because the market got so thin. He was out looking for any work that he could do anywhere. So he was doing some comic strip work there for a while. He ghosted, I think, a whole month of Little Abner, ghosted quite a bit of, or I think another month of Flash Gordon and a month of Prince Valiant. And
Wow.
He bounced around, tried to place his own strip for a little while. What is that? I want to say Different Worlds, I think it was called. I'll have to dig it up. I've got it in a magazine format. It's really, really pretty. Great stuff. And then he ended up at Marvel with the Daredevil gig that he couldn't hold. Daredevil couldn't hold anybody for very long, it seemed, except until Gene Colan got on it, like issue 20.
Yeah.
Joe Orlando went through there. Bill Everett. In fact,
John Romita.
Yeah, there's a classic story in Jim Shooter's blog that he was writing that he pointed out that if it wasn't for Daredevil, there would have never been an Avengers.
Right.
And that Bill Everett had been given the assignment to do Daredevil, and they hadn't heard from him for a little while, and they went to try to find him, and they found him drunk in the bathtub in his apartment. And he hadn't hardly done anything. Well, they're under strict deadlines with the printer to turn in a project. So in a frantic panic, Lee gets a hold of Jack and says, "What are we going to do?" Jack says, "Well, we'll just do what those guys at DC did. We'll put all of our characters together into a team."
What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Yeah.
And then he says, "Oh, I'm really glad I had that idea."
Max in the house. Yeah. Max, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We're looking at the Marvel Comics art of Wally Wood.
All righty.
It's a hardback book from 1982 from Thumbstack. Well, I don't think it's around anymore. Nice book, though.
I don't think they were around from 1983.
When did Wally Wood start working at Marvel? What year?
Was it
Back in the
66?
60s,
Was
yeah.
it 65, 66?
Okay.
He's looking for work. Did Thunder Agents, did a month of Spirit sections. He bounced around to quite a few people because he was that good. You know? Just a solid.
I don't think I would have ever picked up
craftsman.
Thunder Agents, but I remember going in the shop and it was there on the stand and I could recognize Wally Wood's work.
Yeah.
And then I opened it and I think Steve Ditko's in there as well, so it wasn't too bad. You know,
Yeah.
so I got those. Did he draw No Man or whatever it's called or something?
Ditko did for a while, but I think Wally Wood helped create the team, the Thunder Agents.
Yeah.
He's responsible for a lot of that, and he did that out of his frustration for Marvel having to deal with Stan.
Yeah.
Had the opportunity, so he went and did it. We should look at those Thunder Agents here sometime real soon.
Yeah. Fantastic.
There's some great art. I really want to go through my set of Two-Fisted Tales because I sat there and looked at that the other day. That's a EC War title.
Yeah.
And there's so much great stuff in that book. Just unbelievable. You turn the page and it's the next big name. It's just crazy. The people and the quality that are in there. I mean, you've got George Evans drawing these beautiful World War I stories, and then you'll turn the page and there's Wally Wood with Julius Caesar or whatever, just ornate. And
was Johnny Craig in that as well?
Unbelievable detail. Yeah, Craig's in there. Gene Colan is in that. Alex Toth is in there. A lot of Joe Orlando. Just a lot of Jack Davis.
Yeah.
Just beautiful stuff.
You see, just getting back to this, see that guy at the bottom who's taking the girl with the blonde girl at the other side? That's the Fonz, isn't it?
Yeah.
and the guy with and Johnny looks like the Human Torch in that picture. But there's that thing I said about the open panel. Well, the middle panel with the gargoyle is that blacked out face. That's in his 22 panels, isn't it?
Yeah. Silhouetted. Focuses that gargoyle in. Flight into Fear. Look at how tight them pages are. Must have been done 2 up.
Hang on, Johnny.
Gets zapped by lightning. Zap. I'll be killed.
That's great, isn't it? There's that guy, look, with his arms outstretched, and he's saying, "A walled city being bombed by lightning bolts," and that glowing figure seems to be causing it. Like they're showing it and then explaining it.
That's delicate Stan Lee dialogue there.
It's reminiscent of Sinner Inks.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very nice, aren't they? Very
Solid
smooth.
wood here. Yeah. Yep.
Solid wood.
Solid wood.
And look at that. He's falling down. Right? He's 50 feet in the air, head first. I'll be killed.
Yes, like that's what you're going to be saying while you're falling. I'll be killed. It's more like ah.
Luckily, 3 of the townspeople broke his fall.
That's all right. Oh, they're so tiny.
Unfortunately, they didn't survive.
Look at
They are
him.
tiny.
He's a big man in town.
He is.
Oh, it's Gulliver's Travels, isn't it?
Yeah. In a fantasy setting.
Wow. David and Goliath. There we go. He's the gorgeous girl turns up.
She's going to be pleased.
She turns out to be not that gorgeous, so.
Oh my God! Look how
Oh, no.
This poor guy.
A man.
Gets it all handed to him.
Remember that shit from Looney Tunes? Whenever
Yeah.
they have like the girl with the
Little Gertie.
the little
Foghorn
mask on.
Leghorn. Yeah. These guys here are coming up out of the ground.
good.
Do you remember the clay men in Flash Gordon from years ago? From the 30s. Remember that when they all came out of the wall? That's what that looks like with those guys coming out of the clay, out of the rock.
Yeah.
My face, it feels like, ugh. What does ugh feel like?
They're both turning ugly.
Yes.
My hands, I'm changing. Johnny, what is the matter? My face, it feels like ugh. Johnny.
Oh, the guy was Nick the girl.
He has put a curse on you. Princess, oh no, not you too.
Look at that. Uh-oh, a section of the bridge collapsed.
Yeah.
Who's written this?
Johnny. Probably Lee.
It doesn't read like Lee to me.
No.
It doesn't. It
There's
doesn't.
no
it
credits that I know of.
I think Wally Wood's written this.
Might have been. Wally, we need a fill-in for one of our mystery books. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Lee doesn't explain like that.
No? You wouldn't say, I'll be killed?
No.
I'll be killed.
I'm going to die.
The Eye of Eternity.
Of course. More fun than the Panderstone.
Oh, we got him.
Put a chicken in to make a day.
The dry bones tumbling down. This is
I'll throw my
crazy. isn't it?
magic sword at him, zap, turn him into bones, and then everything crumbles. Yeah. It's back to giant size again.
One thing I always noticed about Wally Wood, that even from being a kid, that he draws really nice legs, men's legs.
Yeah.
Really nice legs.
Oh, has he got his face back? What's that all about?
He's got everything back.
Spell wore off. Yeah. He's back in giant size.
Look at that! Look at that top panel on the previous page where he's jumping over that bridge. He's not going to make the other side from that pose, is he?
No.
He's going down, isn't he?
He's going to smash his face on the other side. That's where it's going.
Oh, this is brilliant. The story's rubbish, but the art's good.
Now, how many times have I heard that?
Yeah, I don't think that guy's gonna make that jump between those bridges.
No,
Yeah.
you're gonna have sore ribs.
They found him in the morning sleeping on the back of the gargoyle. Johnny, wake up. What are you doing here? Gee, had the strangest dreams. told them all about his dream, and left them, deep in thought. Then it registered. He walked away. Walked. He was crippled at the start of the story. No one noticed that it was not the same gargoyle that had been on the previous day. But then, who really looks at gargoyles? It's Wood again at the end.
It really looks at gargoyles, eh?
Ghost Beast.
There we go. Wally Wood, writer, artist. I reckon he's done the other one as well.
Probably, yeah. I don't remember seeing a credit box for that though.
No.
No. Another fantasy tale for them to plug into not Strange Adventures, Amazing Adult Fantasy, or Journey into Mystery, or any of those books back then. Lee would just have people working on all sorts of little short stories, and then he'd plug and play them as he needed. It's a nice different color tone back here.
Yeah.
It's probably a gray zip shade back in those days. Or a white zip shade. Let me take a closer look at it. No, it's just thin lines and lightly colored in order to drop it back. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's very nice
technique there.
This was him knocking it out, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at his other work.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is competent, well told, straightforward. Knock it out, get the page rate.
Pretty much. Well, that, and if you let him,
still great, but
if you let him write it, he's probably taking a little bit more care than just knocking it out at this point.
To me, I think it's showing he's not a very good writer in terms of dialogue.
That's true, but none of them Thunder Agents are, pardon me, incredibly well written either. Just real basic superhero stories.
Yeah.
Guess that's why he doesn't write a whole lot.
Yep.
Towards the end of his career, he was really an inker more than anything.
I just remember those few things he did on Kirby. I think if at that point in the mid-60s, had Joe Sinnott not been around and Wally Wood did those Fantastic Fours, I think they'd have been just as good.
Yeah.
You must die, you old fool. Whack. Look at that gorgeous girl in that red.
It's not your kingdom now, it's mine. Where I am, I rule. Then you must die. Yeah. This ring, is it glowing? Does it have magic powers? Oh, no. It is but a ring.
Can you imagine saying that to somebody? Oh, that's a nice bracelet. Does it have magic powers?
Should try that in the next conversation.
Yeah.
Next party you're at. Hey, it's a nice bracelet.
Yeah, I like your jacket. Does it have magic powers? Wow. Who's the guy in the back hiding behind the curtain? The side, far side there, he's hiding behind the curtain. It's that blue guy who he's killed. He's supposed to have killed him. It said the beast is dead and he's back.
Oh, it's Beowulf. As it returns to its royal chambers, Beowulf is unaware that he is being watched by baleful eyes. Sire, the beast is back. I've seen it. Men are going mad and killing each other. What?
What? It's like Oprah when that woman said about that baby, that royal, and she went, "What?
Yeah.
What? What?"
The beast. Or is it a ghost? Oh.
It is entitled The Ghost Beast after all.
Yeah.
Beast. It's a ghost. It's fading, receding. Return to the land of shadows, where none can follow.
Look at that. In the days and nights that follow, more and more of his men go mad and die.
Leaving him at last with only a handful of men to hold a kingdom, till finally one night sees him. What? Well, struggles valiantly, but it's overtaken.
Wow.
We must pacify the ghost beast. Tie him to the sacrificial tree. Everybody's got a sacrificial tree. Perhaps if it can avenge itself on him, it will leave us in peace. So he's tied up here. Something's approaching. It's that woman with the magic ring.
Great folds on that girl's dress. Look at the middle panel at the top, though it's falling on a leg, falling down from a leg.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'd say almost instinctual at this point with wood.
Yeah. It's fantastic. Do not let go.
I have no sword, no shield. The ring is sword and shield enough. The ghost will flee, and you must persist, even though it threatens. It retreats to the land of shadows. Yep, don't let go. It gets pulled in.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It is gone.
Oh, she's not real. Oh, he's dead as well.
They're all dead.
Oh,
Now
that's terrible.
So I was able to fight the ghost because I am dead too. You tricked me. Yes, I put a poison-tipped pin inside the ring. Farewell, Beowulf. You did this. You did us a service after all.
You did us a service. Thanks,
So
mate.
So he can't get hold of the girl now, can he?
No.
Oh,
Thanks,
dear.
mate. That's really nice. You did us all a grand job there. All we need to do was cop it. You were fine.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're dead. You're dead. Don't worry about it.
And it is said to this day, the ghost of Beowulf haunts the ruins of Venaria, long fallen to dust.
Venaria is a nasty disease.
Pretty much. I wouldn't know.
That's what they got with that getting hold of that. Never mind.
That's why they have penicillin, right?
Didn't Henry VIII have that?
Henry VIII had everything, I think.
Walk into the light, Beowulf. Walk into the light. That's obviously not the Beowulf, though. They've just used that name, haven't they?
Yeah. It's Wally Wood, story and art, Stan Lee, editor. His name's almost as big as Wally's. And Artie Simic, it's a letterer.
I would say it's slightly bigger. But
It is big. He used to do that with Kirby, didn't he?
it's only slightly, but it is, I'm sure of it.
If you look at those FFs where Jack got some kind of credit when it said a Stan Lee Jack Kirby production, you'll see that Stan's name is just half a point bigger.
Yeah. This is the kind of panorama that Wood would do for the EC books, only with a lot more detail. Great
That's what I was
stuff.
saying about this. Is like, you know, it's lovely, but I think he's just getting on and making the pages. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
Let me pull one of those two-fisted volumes out and I'll show you.
not the same craft.
There we are. I use the two-fisted volumes to hold up my monitor.
Well, it's two fists. It's going to be It's going to be easier, isn't it?
There you are. This here is a sample of Wood's EC work.
See, there. Look at that.
Oh, let's look at that instead. Look at
Jeez.
that. Let's
Look
carry on with
at
that. Let's carry on with this one.
Good Lord.
Look at that. He likes those zipper tones, doesn't he?
He does.
And how different is that to what you've just been looking at?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
So what's the difference? How many years are we talking between these now?
This is probably 52, 53.
Wow. And that other stuff will be what, mid-60s?
Probably, yeah.
So this is 15 years earlier. Wow. Look at that.
With the lettering all knocked
a lot
out
less
there.
a lot less alcohol earlier.
Could be,
Yes.
Yeah.
probably. Yep.
Oh.
But yeah, we'll go through these.
Oh, look at that.
It's a whole different world, isn't it?
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
you put all the blacks are in.
Yeah.
And
Look at the shadowing, the lighting.
wow. You should do this one next. It's brilliant.
All right, we'll do that next.
Look at that.
Two-Fisted Tales. The Jack Davis cover right there.
No feet.
Just beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know that in the cockpit he's got his feet up in the air.
Another Jack Davis cover on the back.
You just can't see it.
There's got the soles of his feet on that one. I think that was his challenge, you know, Everett, to put it on. Like I said when I said to you, showed you that Get Smart one, it was brilliant, wasn't it? Because he managed to get the phone on the end of his shoe.
Yeah. Whoever came up with that was pretty ingenious. Back to Sanctuary.
Ooh, look at that.
More open panels here.
Yeah, it's dream sequence, isn't it, I think?
Yeah, somebody's telling a story there. The next day we found you at the entrance. Skeletor. Great stuff, though.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it change when he puts the blacks in? Changes the whole mood. Like the previous two stories, not been many blacks in, but there's a lot of black in this, and it turned into Wally Wood.
Yeah, he knows shadows, that's for sure. Nice. That's also nice. Odd angle.
You can see why he got the Prince Valiant gig, can't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and his Valiants are very much in his own style, too. He wasn't trying to do Foster at all. He was doing all that detail like you saw in the Two-Fisted Tales. They were just beautiful, beautiful pieces. How you doing this morning, Max?
Has he fallen asleep?
Good. That's fun, though.
Yeah, I like that hand coming out of the floor as well. That's great.
Yeah, that's great. Bad, little hard on the coloring, though. I think it comes through a lot better on the camera.
Yeah.
Looking at it on the printed page, it's almost the same tone here, that brown and that.
Yeah. That shadow in coming down the steps is fantastic, isn't it? The way the sword moves.
It's great.
You know, fantastic, isn't it?
Great shadowing right there as well on the face.
Yeah.
Little double light on it. We could probably do a couple of months on Two-Fisted Tales. There's 4 volumes. Yeah, 4 volumes of it. And it's all just brilliant work. Yeah.
Does the editor putting his name on this get him a check?
Who what?
Does the editor putting his name on this strip get the editor a check?
Yeah, probably. Stan was just editor on this, though.
Yeah.
Which meant he read it and said, yeah, it's okay.
That's what I mean. So he gets a check for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what editors do.
Go ahead. Say what, Max?
That's what editors do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a real famous quote by Stan Lee that was in one of his interviews. He said whenever his wife, it wasn't Roz, what I don't remember his wife's name. Whenever she needed something, he'd just write a couple more stories.
She called June.
And pay himself.
Yeah.
Oh, June, like the mountains, I'm blue.
I just happened to be the highest paid writer at Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$400 page rate.
Swords and sorcery. A little more detail here. So cool looking.
That's
He's a
fantastic.
smug-looking warrior, he is, isn't he, eh? He looks very smug.
Yeah.
Why are the guys in the top in black and white? Are they like cursed or something? Or?
I think they're statues.
They're statues.
Okay. All right.
It says right there. Look, they're statues. All over.
I couldn't read it. It's all fuzzy to me.
That's even the wrong there. Should be THEY''RE.
Oh, God.
Oh,
No,
terrible.
no,
No.
that's the right there.
Okay,
There
yeah,
are
that'd be right.
statues
They are.
all over the world, not they
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
No, there. All right. Yeah, you're
So we're
right.
just so used to seeing such incredibly torrid grammar all over the internet.
There you are. That's it.
Listen, if you can't grammar, stop writing.
Left him in the forest. I don't understand. He did quite a few stories with this little kid and the lizard type guy. There's more than one. That's a character he used a couple of times.
I imagine his voice to be like that of Peter Lorre.
Oh, earthquake. Sorry, folks. Bumped the camera.
Or What Lies Ahead is so terrible that even they fear it. But we can't turn back.
Do you know who?
Over here, strangers in the big tree behind you.
Who said that?
Well, let's kill that.
Poor girl. Time for that. Get in here quickly. Come, get into my tree.
Morocco Mole was in the Secret Squirrel was like that.
There
Secret
you are.
Squirrel and Morocco Mole. Our secret. What are we going to do now? Oh, I used to love Secret Squirrel.
I've never seen it, thank God.
That and Batfink. My wings are like a shield of steel.
Never saw Secret Squirrel?
No,
Oh, my goodness.
Secret Squirrel? Come on now.
no.
Give me a second here.
I was probably on a plane somewhere rather than watch that back in the day.
It's back when Hanna-Barbera was really kicking them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad colour in that. Sorry, go on.
1965.
There's bad colouring on that panel because it looks like his shoulder is his head. That guy's head.
Where? Which?
First page, bottom panel, where he's saying we can't.
Oh, yeah.
stand back. It looks like it's he's got Judge Dredd's eagle on his shoulder.
Restrictive colour palette.
I just realized this yesterday that Hanna-Barbera had did the cartoon Pirates of Darkwater. And Pirates of Darkwater was very Disney-esque in the artwork.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, I was like, looks like Hanna-Barbera was trying to capitalize on that Disney afternoon stuff.
Well, they were able to do whatever, style or pullback that they needed for the job. Look at those old Johnny Quests. They're just amazing. They pulled back on that because they were making the same amount of money doing the regular Saturday morning cartoons as they were getting paid for doing Johnny Quest.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why Johnny Quest didn't have a second season back in the 60s. There we go. I hope I did that right. Let me know if you can see this. We'll take the chance on the music. What are they going to do? Demonetize us?
Yeah, you risk it. Risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit.
What an agent, what a squirrel. He's got the country. What's his name? Shh, secret squirrel. He's got tricks up his sleeve. Most bad guys won't believe. A bulletproof coat, a cannon hat, machine gun game with a fights on fire. Is the guy takes in many places? He's a squirrel of many faces. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Secret squirrel.
Secret Skrill Cultural Appropriation Special.
There we are. Exactly. Yep.
Oh, Disney failed. No shit.
He's got his own. He's got his own. Iger's got his own nightmare that he's working on. So nothing short of what he deserves.
And it's not ending anytime soon.
No, Peltz just announced he's doing a hostile takeover. It's like, you won't give me seats on the board. Screw you. We'll own you.
Yo.
And then we'll see whether you're on the board or not.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't. They've lost me at this point.
I think they've lost about everybody.
Yeah, all the things I loved as a kid, they've all lost me. So just find new things. That's sometimes that's what you should do. Find new things.
There's so much great stuff out there to find.
Or in our case, create new things.
Yeah, and make new things. Yeah.
Well, that's why I like doing this. That's why I like doing this program.
Look at that crazy spider's face.
Show off all the great stuff.
I don't like that at all.
I think he might have had a beverage or two when he drew that one. Looked in the mirror.
I think, wasn't there something like that in The Little Mermaid?
If not, there should have been.
Yeah, it should have been. Yeah.
This colorist likes the primary colors, don't they?
Well, that's the day. That's the coloring system of the time.
I like this guy flying around, the evil fella. He's just flying around in his pants.
It's got a little
and a little collar. I just thought,
yeah.
I'm not going to wear any other clothes apart from pants and socks. And
just waiting for his call from Chippendales.
And just put my collar on.
I like the way his shoes, his trunks match his eyes.
Yeah,
because he's been out before.
It's like, are you sure? Listen, devil, are you going out today? Yeah, I am. Have you got your Y fronts and your socks on? Yes. Now it's a little bit chilly. Perhaps you might want to put a collar on.
A snood.
Snood. Oh God. I love those two panels on the right, though. The top two right panels. They're cracking.
Run for the tower.
It's a great panel. I should scan that and post it. We made it. We're safe. No, we're not. Look.
It's Bob Iger.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
It's a Disney exec. He followed me out from under my bed.
Oh, no. The Disney execs.
Trollkin. Oh, there he is. Check out my pants.
Oh, he's got some gloves on now. He's got gloves on, has he?
Gloves as well.
Gloves and boots, yeah.
Gloves, pants, and boots.
He gets more clothes as he goes along.
And he's speaking like he's from Louisiana. He says, "Listen, all." Can you hear me, Nita?
I think he's maybe doing the parade.
Yeah.
Lysol. He wants to disinfect. Now for the other two, they shall pay for their rashness.
Oh, that's nice. Nice jump out the window, that, isn't it? He's really moving there, isn't it? That's really clever.
That's woof. Yeah.
All of these.
He's done, so it's only Peter Lorre left.
You know Peter Lorre's X20 in Stingray, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes, my detective.
A lot of cartoons imitated his voice.
Yeah,
so.
he was everywhere, especially the really early Warner Brothers cartoons.
Yeah, he had such a great voice to imitate too. So.
I mean, when I was a kid, I used to love all those old cartoons that had like caricatures of stars from the 40s in them.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
even though you didn't know who all of them were.
I didn't know all of them were, but I could recognise a few. Yeah,
Right.
simply because the old films were on the telly.
Yep.
Is it in is it Maltese Falcon when Peter Lorre gets slapped around all the time?
Yes.
Is it
Bogey slaps him up a couple times. Yeah.
yeah. I think he really hits him as well, doesn't he? He really does slap him, you know.
Some of
Method acting.
didn't take back then. Yeah. But he could take it.
Have it.
He was great, Peter Lorre. Brilliant.
But yeah, Maltese Falcon and Casablanca, they're two of my favorites. Just great stuff.
Do you know, I've never seen Casablanca.
Oh, you need to. You really
I've
do.
seen bits of it, but I've not seen the film back to
It's
back.
not the same. Gotta watch it straight through. It's such and the story behind it is so fantastic too, because it was such a cluster while they were filming it. It's amazing that it everybody looks at it as a high point in cinema. It's all like, well, we just kind of pasted it together at the last minute, did this and that. They were writing dialogue the night before and trying to pass it to these guys' trailers. And yeah, it's pretty
I've
crazy.
never really been a big Bogey fan.
Oh, love that. Love him. He's great. Always that hard-boiled detective. You know, it's just so good. Maltese Falcon, especially.
What's the
really
one he
good.
plays with James Cagney and he's a bad guy?
Oh, I don't remember the title of it.
Is that Angels with Dirty Faces? It's one of those films.
Yeah, you're probably right. That sounds right. Cagney's another one, though. You know.
Yeah, Cagney's great. But
great
I
stuff.
remember reading on African Queen, Bogey was actually drunk all the time, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, they were dealing with that with really bad set, rough conditions, and what's her name at the same time? Hepburn.
Catherine. Yeah,
Catherine.
Catherine. Was that
Catherine
John
Hepburn.
Huston who directed that?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those. It was like Blade Runner wasn't a happy set, was it? Apparently.
No. A lot of those sets weren't happy. I was just reading an article about The Abyss and John Cameron and how what's his name, Harris.
Yeah. I mean,
Harris will not talk about that movie to anybody.
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris. Yeah, it was such a rough film.
Didn't he put that
Such a
girl
rough
through
set.
some bad stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Master Antonio. Yeah,
Yeah.
her too. She won't talk about the filming of that either.
Yeah. Shame that.
I guess Ed Harris almost drowned twice. Some crazy
Wow.
stuff.
He does good flying figures, doesn't he? He does. He gets that weight.
There's a lot of that in the Thunder Agent stuff too, with
Yeah.
Dynamo and No
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Wow.
Some
So-
great shots.
Did they explain why the lizard, like, it reversed the power?
For it is Arak that undergoes the transformation. He turns into rock, falls down.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did you
but there's
find
no-
some magic in the tower? Trollkin?
All
Trollkin.
right.
Why did Arak turn to stone? He says he couldn't allow this, but I am already under an enchantment, a curse which accounts for my present form.
I don't really look like this.
Yeah.
You've seen me in the Maltese Falcon. I look much better.
I'm a beautiful horse. I can neigh. Woo, I can win it.
Oh no. HR's in the house. HR, glad you're here, man. Glad you joined us. Hello, folks. Says lizard bird grabbing. Looks like Zetta's Tarzan pick. Yeah.
Do you know, I never really
Sure.
liked Wally Wood's Doctor Doom. It's too smooth. His costume is, you know, I don't like it.
I think he's got shape and form. It seems a little stiff to me on this.
I think his arm is too skin tight for me.
Yeah. Oh, especially here.
I
A lot thinner
I
than
used
this
to
arm.
I used to love the way Buscema drew Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
It was bulky but believable. I really liked it. And that whole thing, that whole Fantastic Four story where they went to Doom to help because the Overmind had taken over Reed Richards' brain. Just what a fantastic story that was. That was just so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that had been my story, they would have found out that Overmind was Doctor Doom. Like it was always JR behind all these oil deals.
Yeah. I loved it because like the Overmind utterly beat everybody up. And then eventually the Stranger turned up and miniaturized him to the atom so that he had nobody to bully down there. It was really good.
Send him to the quantum universe.
Yeah, quantum universe or whatever. It's what a fantastic story that was.
He appeared like MODOK in that bad movie.
Yeah, and that shaped me as a child reading that.
Sure, yeah,
absolutely shaped me. It was just so good. And I'm not really much of a Fantastic Four fan, but the art and everything, just that, it absolutely nailed it for me.
The big one that got me was the Kirby Doctor Doom story where he steals the Silver Surfer's powers.
Yeah.
And I caught that in the Marvel's Greatest Comics reprint, and it took me forever to find the last part of it. I think it was like a 3-part story.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it?
What a great story. Yeah.
I think the most speaking of Fantastic Four, the most underrated story for me was the him one. You know, the Cocoon.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. That was going places, but it was halted editorially. But anyway,
well, they had the Comic Code Authority back then, and
not because of that.
No,
I just bought a Fantastic Four #5.
Oh wow!
Did you?
Yep.
What kind of shape's it in?
0.5. But I bought it for my dad because he's a big Doctor Doom fan.
Ah,
I'm gonna get it for him for Christmas.
There you go.
Joe Sinnott inking.
I remember when I was a kid, his little user handle on all the bulletin board systems was Doctor Doom, and his password was Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Look at that top panel with Neil and Buzz. He said, "What's up, Buzz? What have you found?" He's found this ball. He says, "But since none of our guys dumped it here, well, I thought they were the first ones to go." There you go. A little clue there, folks. 1958 was the real moon landing.
Visitors from another.
And look at that. What that now? That is an unforgivable error on the artist's part. See the second panel where the lunar module's taken off. It's still got its descent stage on it.
Oh yeah.
It uses the descent stage as a launch pad, and just the top bit comes off.
Yep.
Oh, sack him!
That's a miss by the editor too.
Yeah, and then again it says it's perfectly round and obviously man-made, and then he says it's visitors from another star. Well, they're not going to be men, are they? He said it should be. He should say it isn't natural. Yeah. But anyway, that's just me.
It's Roy Thomas script on this.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. It's a Doom and his mummy.
Look at that! It's great. They've taken it. So they've taken it back with them. They've given it the president. Let's have a look at it. Okay. Is that supposed to be Richard Nixon, that president, sitting down?
I don't know. Probably, yeah. That's about the right time period.
Should be, yeah.
Well, let's take a look at it. Greetings, Mr. President, from the Royal Palace of Latveria. The spheroid was activated solely by the sound of your voice. Now, he goes, talk about show, don't tell. It's an image appearing in the globe. Dr. Doom. Nice picture, Doom. Like that. Always liked the theory that Doom wasn't really scarred up. He had a small scar on his chin.
Yeah. That's
And it
what
was
Kirby.
his-
That's what Kirby told me, that he was the most handsome man on the earth, but he couldn't hack having a little scar on him.
Bear with the imperfection. There was a fanzine that I got real early in my youth called Omniverse that pitched the theory that Kang and
Yeah.
the Sphinx and Scarlet Centurion, Immortus, and Doctor Doom are all the same person.
Well, have you not seen that fantastic panel with that dialogue in where they're all saying "You are me and I'm you and we're all together"? Have you not?
Yeah.
Have you never seen that panel in that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'll find it. I'll post it. It's absolutely incredible. It's the most incredible mishmash of dialogue ever. I am you. What if you were me? And what if I were you? And we're all together. And
one of them's the walrus. The hour is near. The greatest triumph is at hand.
Another gorgeous girl.
Yeah.
Look at that beret on that guy's head. It's like he's got a pan lid on it, doesn't it? Oh, stick a beret on him, make him French.
This guy.
Yeah. Silence, fool! How dare you question my actions?
We shall hesitate. We shall be lost. He's got a skin tight shirt on.
He's a confident man.
Yes.
Look at that bottom panel there with he's holding that girl. You have done well, robot. Return to your station and leave the girl here with me. I'll take care of her.
Yeah, right.
It's her face, her name. It's truly the one I have sought so long. Since, in fact, Marvel Superheroes number 20.
Look at that. She was merely stunned by the crash, so my hypno probe will reveal the truth.
Yeah, I've heard that one before, mate.
There you are.
It's my Ramona. Look at that. Oh, dear.
Jusky's stalker that he filmed 3 times. That was a rough one. Did kill him in the end. Ultimate perfectionist. Ramona.
What's that? In a slumbering monotone.
Valeria.
The girl speaks. Oh, dear. Great drawing, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he's took his mask off.
Yeah, she's under the little psycho probe.
Yeah, I know. Not my actual visage. Who says that?
Well, he did.
Must be Roy Thomas.
Yeah, Roy Thomas says it to people all the time when they come around for dinner and stuff.
Drown all sorrows, all regrets. See, this series doesn't work for me because they've made Doctor Doom into a sympathetic semi-hero, haven't they? And he's not.
He's such a great character with a lot of possibilities, though. Just as a
Yeah, well, this isn't
tyrant.
one of them for me.
No.
He's evil. He's a Nazi, isn't he? That's what he's based on.
Yeah.
Great artwork, though.
Excuse me, had a coughing fit there.
Again, that bottom panel there when he's above the explosion, that's a real Thunder Agent's pose, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the dialogue here is classic. See how they gape wide-eyed at our flying belts.
Look at that. Look at the panel previously. Hurry! The time to attack is now. It should say, hurry! The time to attack is 3 weeks on Thursday.
Yeah.
My prince, those guards.
The time to attack is. Give me a minute to zip up my fluff. Now. My prince, those guards. Bah!
What's causing the explosion?
They're only the human lackeys with which Doom surrounds himself. Yeah. I don't know. Must be war breaking out, so there needs to be explosions.
Look at that. Those poses are fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah.
And that third panel, notice how they're all off the ground. It makes them look as if they're moving.
Right.
Fantastic. Bit of Kirby crackle there.
Very static camera, too. Worm's
Yeah.
eye view, bird's eye view, straight on,
Fantastic.
moving
That's-
all over the place.
Great bit of movement there when he's top left when he's got the grenade, isn't it? And then he throws it down and blows up. The way it's, like you said, the way it switches the camera view.
Yeah. What's some new devil creature of Dooms?
Doom and gloom.
He's shot him up the backside, hasn't he?
Bow.
That's ours.
Shut him in the butt.
Since when does the lion flee from the jackal? Stun blast. Ooh.
There's enough of Doom there to make his own boy band.
So, yeah.
These poses that he does, Gil Kane would be envious of these, wouldn't they? Especially that third one there.
That top, the second panel on the first page.
Yeah.
With the jetpack. The second panel on the first page.
Oh, here. Yeah.
Jetpack and the explosion. That's so. You could make a poster out of that.
Yeah.
It's
Liechtenstein.
yeah, it's wonderful. Looks very Buck Rogers.
Yeah. Like I said before, just great legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doom is gone.
Another Dr. Doom and another. And still another. They cannot all be real. Most of them must be projected images.
Or robots.
Yeah. Doombots.
Doombots. It's against love bots.
How come they can't all be robots? They all have to be projected images?
They're all firing, whatever's going on. So they can't be projected images, can they?
Yeah.
It's like he's feeling those bullets.
There's a great broom.
Vroom. Look at him bending that bar on that. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
You pitiable wretch.
His face. That's a direct. That's a Kirby Doom face.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's yeah.
And he's put him in that little circular unit that he sits in, hasn't he? That's a Kirby thing.
Yeah.
But then again, why shouldn't he be in it? Because that's what he does.
Yeah. I mean, he's happy there. He's got everything he needs. He's got coffee. He's got music.
And
Easy access to his screens. You know, like he's got everything he wants. Got internet there.
He's got his Netflix.
Yeah, he got his Netflix. Nice, comfy chair. One of those little round donut balloons, just in case he's feeling a bit poorly that day.
He's not.
He's all right.
He's not got any booze though, because Wally's already had that.
Yeah, no, he's got no booze. No, and of course he's warm. He's got his armor on, so you know he could just take his boots off and put his slippers on. It's fine, absolutely fine. Snood. He's even got his own built-in snood. Oh, to be Doctor Doom on a cold morning. There you go.
Good old Rodolfo, though, turns out to be a robot, but not just any robot. It's a robot that Doom created.
Wow. A shock horror. He's suddenly shrunk though next to the girl, hasn't he?
They put him in a little box.
Luckily, I had one I made previously. Oh dear! Why is he ripping the window bars? Why does he not rip the door bars and help her get out?
It's more fun to go out the window.
He finds her size imposing. He can't deal with it.
There's much that you do not know. Ramona, for instance, could you have guessed in your wildest dreams that I could do this?
Rodolfo! Is Rodolfo the Italian version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Or perhaps the Spanish version? You always just put O on the end, isn't it? Scotcho.
Says, you are a robot, are you not? I suspected as much when you fell prey to me so easily. Says, yes, Doom, I'm indeed a robot. That very one which you yourself created. Or have the years wiped clean your memory of me? Says, a robot
Son,
devised
Daddy.
for my coronation? That was an unfeeling creature, lacking even the power of speech. Says, fool! Fool! It is I, Rodolfo.
The great Rodolfo. I can juggle and stuff.
From a place where you shall never find me. Well, have I always remembered now you used this man of metal while I secretly languished in this self-same dungeon.
Right.
It is enough that I have denied?
Deigned.
Deigned.
I am deigned.
Deigned. Wow, I don't see that word very often. Only to exile him. Would you have him speak at my coronation as well? Wow, there's that agent's dial.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Dormammu with a helmet on.
Yeah. Mysterio,
that's the one, yeah.
Let's walk up and rip your head off. There you go.
Oh, he's blowing him up.
Yeah.
The great Rudolfo.
Faceless one. How did you come here? Risk being seen. Because the time has come to strike, my friend.
You made a robot just to put his crown on.
Yeah.
It's a bit extravagant, isn't it?
Well, he's Dr. Doom. He's rich.
I suppose so.
He's richer than Tony Stark.
He has the wealth of an entire country behind him. So
that's right. The Doomsman. Look at him. It's like that film, isn't it, where he walks into the sea and ends up in New York, and he just walked the entire Atlantic Ocean. That B film from the 50s. I don't know what it was. You know which one I mean? He just comes out the water. He's come from Europe. It's Thunder Agents, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see all that stuff and all the poses and everything. I know it's Wally Wood and all that, but I'm seeing Thunder Agents in this. Is he called Dynamo, that guy?
Yeah. Son, well, I tell you what I have witnessed from my sky-spanning omnisphere. We should call him the Doomsman. There's some carnage.
Look at that! Wow. He's standing on the edge of the panel. Yeah, it's the artwork's fantastic. The story's not very good, but the artwork's good.
It's fun. Great fun. It's beyond belief. The flower of my robot core. Going down in dismal defeat. We've got guns.
See that guy, that panel you just pointed. You know, he's got the gun where he's holding the gun in the center panel. The guy to the right in the blue looks like he's sort of being added, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It doesn't seem part of those two guys.
Looks like he's sniffing a barrel.
Yeah,
could be. Yeah,
that's why he's blue.
Yeah. I like the smell of gun smoke in the morning. That's a rather well-fitting dress that lady's got on in the top
Very
left
nice.
panel there.
Yeah.
I've never seen a dress do that. Not unless it's wet, of course.
yeah. The special invention of Dr. Doom's.
Yeah.
And that guy with the gun, where he's sniffing the gun, the guy in the middle, he's saying, "Do you like my different beret?" Because he got a green one on now instead of a red one.
A little bit of thread here in the binding. Doing all right, Max?
Yeah.
Okay. It's come to pieces. Nothing protects them from mine. But I do know that an unbreachable force field protects me from the robot's fire, but nothing protects them from mine. My robot guardsmen defeated in one fell swoop, but they were a mere ploy to gain precious moments till death himself shall enter the fray. If only I had had time to equip robot guardsmen with the Nulla screen, which protects me. Still, what does it matter? For I alone possess power enough to halt the rebels. This seems so simple, too simple. Being played for a fool.
On that bottom panel where Doom's flying over the explosion, he's saying, "My power is in the hands of the accursed enemy. It must not be, it shall not be." Well, it is. You've just said it.
But he swears it. Thus swears Dr. Doom.
He likes those little, I don't know what you call it, but like singular jetpacks, doesn't he?
Yeah. It looks like they're accusing each other.
Yeah.
Doomsman, this is the man who gave you life, the only man who might ever destroy you, smash him, defeat him. And if he will not yield, then kill him.
That guy that looks like a mummy, those lines on his costume remind me of, is it the Destroyer in Thor?
Yeah. He's flying in. No motion lines needed.
It really looks like he's flying, doesn't it? It's great, right?
Yeah.
I like the way the other guy's legging it at the top. The others are getting shot and he's out of there. Look at him running away.
Yeah. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
He hesitates, like one torn between two masters, but I created him to be invincible, utterly unstoppable. If he has turned against me, then this is the day of Dr. Doom's death. Ugh. That's a bit clunky.
I always thought Doom had a cloak.
HR says, the There is John Byrne FF Comics animated with voiceovers on YouTube. Great stuff. Oh, cool. I have to look for those. I'm about halfway through the Watchmen motion comic on Max. It's been real interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should do more comics like that.
Is any good?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only problem, it's all narrated by one person, but he tries to change his voice for different characters. They could have and should have gotten an entire cast to do it.
Voice acting,
Yeah, that would have been really good. But the animation on it is, about Flash program level, just moving objects, that kind of stuff. But it's still really good. It's very enjoyable.
That reminds me, I'd forgotten all about this. A couple of weeks ago, I picked up the Black Freighter DVD.
Okay, yeah.
I've not seen that yet, so I've forgotten all about that. I'll have to watch that.
They sold that as a 2-disc set, the Watchmen motion comic and the Black Freighter DVD. Yeah.
Doom must die. Larry Lieber. Ooh. Wow.
Larry took over from Roy. Wally's still writing now, or Wally's still doing the art. This guy changed color in between.
Episodes. Well, he's just got a new costume on.
Yeah. Everybody gets a change of clothes everywhere between episodes. Dr. Doom, Master of Menace.
Doomsman, I'm your master.
For the first time in his reign of infamy, his power is challenged, his throne threatened, as Latveria's rebels storm the fortress of their malevolent monarch, Victor von Doom.
It's No Man, isn't it?
It is. Yep. Mine is the power cosmic, power without limit.
Oh, has he got the surface power?
Yeah, apparently. The brain patterns are identical. I can impel my mental energy into the cerebral apparatus. Of course.
No, that's what you can do.
That's where they get No Man from, right? That's
That's
pretty much No Man all out.
And yet Larry Lieber allegedly wrote this.
Yeah.
Figure that one out.
Well, he might have scripted it.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It's like The Thing, isn't it? That when it comes out of that guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It just pops out.
Yeah.
Self-destructs. Oh no, that's blow it up. That's a lovely shot there. Lovely lighting on the explosion thing. Yeah.
That's just good too.
For that.
Whoom. I like the way he just casually walks down the stairs at the end. I have gained the precious seconds I need to reach the master control room.
That's right. Exactly right.
Look at that.
The only trouble is I can't open any of the doors. The door handles are all round.
Look at that Doom above. The blast caught me off guard. I've lost control of the Doomsman. He's gone, but no matter. The faceless one is my enemy, and I must find it. You know what I mean? It's not good, is it?
Must finally destroy him. I'm going to jump on this catapult. Too late. Faceless one, sorry, within his sphere, skyward bound. But no, he's really going down to the control room. I'll show them real weaponry.
Yeah, I'll show them.
As though their primitive weapons could possibly penetrate my force field. I'll show them real weapons.
That panel of them all flying up in the air, that's great.
Yeah,
that's fun. Behold, dolts, feel the savage thirst of naked energy. Energy generated by forces far beyond your meager comprehension.
Check those guys out in the white kit on the bottom right there. Check us out.
Underrated.
Look at us. We've got gorgeous bodies. Look at us.
We?
Eh?
Yeah, aren't we
Look at
gorgeous? Yeah.
I'm gorgeous, and I've got a white suit on. Check me out.
They might as well have targets on their chest.
Yeah.
Don't fire until you see the white of their suits. When I can see an image, it becomes clearer. Yes, Earthman, it is I. And the battle has just begun. That pisses him off.
But who? Who?
Yeah. My armor has been hypermagnetized from the castle control center. The very palace itself is being drawn to me. I will be buried alive.
I didn't know that magnets attracted rock.
Yeah. It's a new thing.
Right. Okay.
It's the iron in the rocks. So it does it.
Oh, okay. He's gone.
He's been hypermagnetized anyway, so he's going to attract everything. Piercing his force field and casting the armored figure adrift on a sea of electric waves. He's gone. We won. The battle is ours. Look at the sky. He still lives. We were insane to challenge him. He cannot be conquered. Yeah. Little Wally Wood, or not Wally Wood, little Wrightson looking face there.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, there we go. That's what we've been waiting for. Look at
Doom
that.
rules all.
Great colouring as well.
Yeah.
Look at his eyes.
Yeah. Fantastic.
The utter truth, my dear, but far too late.
Oh, is that the same guy who had the bandages on?
This guy here is, yeah.
I am free.
Yeah.
Free.
No man.
Obey. Oh, right. Okay.
And the blue underpants on.
I was one. Cannot defy my will. You must receive my thoughts and obey, obey, obey.
I like the way he was
Here.
when he had his bandages on. He was running around, and now he's just walking about. It's like Dr. Manhattan, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That Doom is brilliant. That red, that big face. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Very Kirby looking, though, to me.
Yeah.
Your palace is destroyed, yet still you are monarch and your master. By mental fusion. I cannot keep you thus contained forever. I must eventually turn my mental energies elsewhere. Thus, though I still see the inhuman menace in your cold and blinking eyes, yet I shall release you to test you, to find some physical means of overcoming your invincibility. That Larry, using big words, driving the letterer crazy.
Scrapped.
You can really tell this is in that Thunder Agents era right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very much so. Flying figure. No man. Ghosting.
A lot of explaining going on.
Yeah.
Exposition, man.
Yep.
And in the end, he teleports into another dimension. There, until I deem otherwise, you will remain in exile forevermore. Wonder if he's still there. Doom's own personal Phantom Zone. Safe. My matchless power intact. The android can trouble me no longer. and the faceless one is gone, driven off by the earthquake. Yet other enemies will come, other battles will be fought. Get that, just real simple black spaces here, just to fill up that area, black lines, make it look like a computer.
Looks
Sadly,
like bad.
Go ahead.
Sorry, bad colouring for his gun holster should be brown, shouldn't it? All the way through this sequence, it's been green.
Yep. No matter who the foe or what the danger, victory will be mine for now and always. He's got more guys back here too, ready to go. More problems.
Look at him there with his jetpack on, holding the plans for the for the new palace.
No deviation will be tolerated.
And as we know architects in Latvia have berets as well.
Yeah. As I understand, I will labor night and day until the palace is rebuilt to see that you do. As for me, I have no interest in such menial matters. I depart to return when the castle is completed.
This the end? What?
Not good stories. Great art, but not good stories.
Lots of fun to look through, though.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
See that guy? Just go back. The center panel where Doom's looking at the plans. Look to the far side of Doom. Is he being run over by that tractor, or is he telling him what to do? The guy in the yellow.
He's like he's about to get him to stop.
Yeah. Stop. And it was the tough guy in the middle with no shirt on.
I don't know. Some worker. Yeah.
What's he doing with that spade?
It's this cool shot of Doom in the sky. He-Man movie did the same shot on Skeletor. Yeah. Great stuff.
It's like a Conan shot, that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's from the story inside Thumbstack book. Folks, we've been looking at the Marvel comic art of Wally Wood. Pardon me. I don't even know if this is up on eBay. Should probably look.
I'm surprised they've not put any Daredevil in there.
That'd probably be too much material.
He wrote Daredevil, didn't he? Didn't he leave because he wasn't getting the credit for it? Something. Same old story.
Probably.
They've got the 82 hardcover for $28, or it goes all the way up to $150 for that book.
Wow!
I got one here for $200 on eBay.
Wow!
1992 series, 180.
Did you pick it up when it came out?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you when I picked this book up. I've had it for so long. So I probably picked it up at a show somewhere. If I did, I don't know if I paid a whopping $7.95 for it though.
Even if you did.
What a bargain. It's a value at twice the price. It's a nice book, nice production. The outside of the little thread binding flaw there towards the end, it's really well done. It's well put together. Got a couple of threadbare pages popping through on that binding. It's pretty well done though. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Get some thread. Really good. Lots of fun. Haven't looked at it in years, but it's well worth doing. Sunday Funnies. We'll be looking at this book.
Flash Gordon.
The Flash Gordon movie. by
Flash.
Williamson.
Is this
Exactly.
this
Now we're
the,
struck for sure. Thanks,
I
Max.
know. I got to do it.
Is this
Ah.
the Al Williamson book? Yes, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it says there, yeah.
Yeah, Williamson. Great stuff. We'll look at that Sunday. It'll be fun.
The movie.
HR says Kirby did the best villains. Yep.
Kirby did the best everything.
So much
Kirby.
great stuff. Want to thank everybody for joining us today. Deeply appreciate you being here. We especially like those folks that watch us after we're done filming. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section and let us know what you think. Tell us about if there's anyone out there that you want us to cover. We'll happily do that. Whiskey is just now stepping in. Whiskey, you're here.
You're late.
Good morning. Whiskey's still not here. Are you here? Are you there?
He's speaking in the language of fumble.
He must be.
Good morning, lads. Hey,
Hey,
slip in.
flip in.
Up.
We're here just as we're going to tell folks where they can find us.
Well,
You're not as late as Scott Rosema.
I apologize. How was the show?
It was good. It was a great book. A lot of fun.
No.
Next week, next Friday, we'll probably start Two-Fisted Tales.
Yeah.
Just to do it.
Just
'Cause it's
do
such
it.
great stuff.
Well, looks
Jack
great.
Davis, Wally Wood, lots of war stories. This is volume 3 here.
Look at that.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
They don't do
Nice.
those very often as much anymore with the World War One stories and stuff that they used to do.
No, not at all. Yep. Look at this lead story here. Joe Orlando.
Bada, 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 bada.
And I
And
mean,
this
Quentin
This great,
Tarantino.
look at that great ad by Jack Davis here.
Yeah.
All of the ad people.
The
So you were saying,
caricatures
Max?
Mad did, I was gonna say the caricatures that Mad did were always really good.
Oh, it's really great. Yeah. Just fun stuff, folks. Wood, Orlando. There's some more wood. Look at that. That's just great. What a Harvey Kurtzman cover. A lot of Kurtzman layouts here. They're skipping the shots at us at our water line. Get down. Like I
Is that a
said,
biscuit he's got on the end of that pole?
Mm.
That hot cross bun.
right here. No.
Yeah.
I think they use that to clean out the gun residue from the cannon so it doesn't blow up.
Mm.
Right? No. Blockade.
So-
Get this great stuff. Anyway, we'll look
Wow.
more at this. More at this
Wow.
on Friday. Two-Fisted
Yeah.
Tales, folks. It'll be fun.
It looks
Start with
great.
volume 1 and see where we go from there. Gene Colan's in there. Alex Toft is in there. Lots of Wood, lots of Davis, lots of Joe Orlando, some phenomenal George Evans work. Just beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Sweet.
Two-Fisted Tales. Whiskey, since you're here last, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on the old let's see here, X there.
When you're awake.
When I'm awake, yeah. Bandit Ricochet, I do 3D miniature, or I do 3D models, miniatures, action figures, all that kind of stuff. If you need something made, just send me a message. You can just like Google Bandit and Ricochet, and it's right there under beside Whiskey, and some art will come up. If you want to take a look at that, that's what I do.
There you are. Max, tell folks how they can find you.
Hi.
Hi, Max.
I just got Whiskey kind of just got cut off. I'm Max DeVille. You can find me at atrocitypress.com. We've got all of our social media links up there. We've got all of our news that comes up a week before it hits social media. And we've got our shop where you can buy all of our books and merch. So snatch it up.
Whiskey, I didn't mean to cut you off. Did I cut you off?
No, I didn't have anything prepped, right? Because
Oh, okay.
just woke up.
You just got here. Yeah. Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can find me at russleach.com. Sign up for the email list there so that you can find out what's upcoming. I'll just present the latest page from what I'm doing at the moment, which is the Shadow Kingdom, which Randy and myself are producing, which will be out next year.
Russ is doing all the heavy lifting on that. Don't let him fool you.
So there's the page. You can see that. I've just popped it up for you there. There you go.
Look at that, folks. Oh my God.
Yeah,
So
that looks good. That looks good.
That's the latest page.
That.
I'm thinking of maybe putting some grey
so much
tones
stuff
on it.
Going on in that panel.
There is.
So
gorgeous.
yeah, it's coming out really well. Really pleased. There's some of the others going on there.
That's great. Where's giving him that sword?
Giving it in the sword in.
Yeah. I like the way he's doing it. Just sort of whacking that.
We're gonna double our page count and just put the dialogue on the opposite page.
No, we're not. But we may well. I think we're probably going to put the prose in the book, though.
Oh yeah, at the end of the story, we'll run the prose story. Yeah.
So I'm literally doing my inaugural newsletter today. That'll be out later on today. Again, it's not huge amounts of news. It's just telling you what's going on with a comic book black belt. Only Death Can Save Us. The fact that I'm teaming up with Randy and Arrow to do this book, and also hints at some future stuff that's going on. So sign up to the email list, and of course, when there's any really important events happen, you'll be first to know. I'll make sure everybody gets to know that. But in the meantime, you can go to russleach.com, and all my social media connections are there. So you go out, find me on X or whatever it's called this week, and Facebook and all that kind of good stuff. So russleach.com. There you go. Thanks very much.
Cool. Yep. That's the Shadow Kingdom, folks. Look for it at Fund My Comic first quarter.
Yes.
Fund My Comic 2024. Yeah. And sign up over at russleach.com for more information on that. We want to keep everybody informed and up to date as to our progress. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me on Friday mornings and Sunday mornings on Randy's podcast, which I'm sure he'll tell you about. If you go to Amazon, you can get my magazine, which Comics Limited, which is obviously about comics. We have got interviews and all kinds of stuff in there. If you go to Fund My Comic, you can pick up a copy of the Hatch annotated book, which is 100 pages. It tells a story of Hatch, lots of unpublished artwork in there. Talk about the process and everything about it. And if you go to Amazon and New Haven Publishing, you can pick up my book about my visits to see Jack Kirby. And if you want the DVD of this, get in touch with me.
Cool. And I should have a story in the next Comics Unlimited.
You do, and it's incredible. Yeah, Randy's written and drawn a script about his character Spank and Doctor Who and stuff like that. It's really, really good. Really, it's worth the entry fee alone.
My memories of Who is told through an angry little monkey. So it's a lot of fun.
It's great.
Folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. We're here every Friday morning at 5 a.m. live. The chat is always open for your input. We hope that you will join us sometime if you can get up that early and be part of the show. We always appreciate you. If you watch us afterwards, that's great too. We are archived over at Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, but most especially over at the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. Go over there and check those out. We're archived over there. Lots of great stuff to look at. Well, we've looked at quite a few over the last year or so that we've been doing this and just having fun. We do this because we love this work. You know, we all love this sequential art, this industry that we're in, this fantastic business that we're lucky to be a part of. And we hope that you will join us in our endeavors and buy our comics. If you go over to arrowcomics.store right now, you can pick up works by me. There's a fantasy book over there that I wrote called Calico of Shard. with artwork by C. Michael Lanning. There is Paragon. That's a superhero story with a great twist that I wrote with artwork by J.R. Harris. And there's also HeroBot Zero over there now. It's a character that I wrote and drew. It's a 3-foot tall giant robot as he defends his city against large menaces, as long as he can do it on the clock. A lot more HeroBot, a lot more of this stuff coming from Arrow Comics. Next year is going to be really crazy and great. And coming soon, The Fool will be available over at arrowcomics.store as well, as soon as all of that campaign is fulfilled. The Arrow Comics bundle took a little bit to get Chrome Dog done, and we'll be fulfilling that here very shortly. So, and we're looking forward to that so that we can get on to more stuff. Other than that, Sunday morning, we'll be back here Sunday morning, and we'll look at that Flash Gordon movie adaptation book by Al Williamson. Some great material in here. Absolutely fantastic stuff. We hope that you'll join us for that. That's Sunday morning at 9 a.m. for Sunday Funnies. Also archived over at ICN, over at Comic Book Black Belt, and here at the Randy Zim YouTube channel. So go over there and take a look. We try to do as much varied stuff as we can, the stuff that we love, folks. This is there's so much great sequential artwork out there just waiting for you to be discovered. So don't be discouraged if the corporate comics right now aren't up to your specs or up to your liking. There's plenty of great comic entertainment value out there. You just have to find it. So go visit your local retailer, spend a couple hours, look at those boxes close to the floor, and help them out. This is a really tough time for them, and they need as much help as we can give them. Also, go over and visit fundmycomic.com and go over there and take a look at some of those great campaigns that are going. There's some incredible talent over there on that platform just waiting for you for books to be bought in, like the annotated Hatch, and The Fool is still available over there as well. AR13L, the Little Mermaid, is also available over there. I think they're past 19,000 by now on that campaign.
Wow.
So it's
There's
a great
some fantastic stuff on my comic, isn't there?
It's going to be,
it's absolutely brilliant. There's a lot of good stuff there.
A lot of great stuff over there. So go there and enjoy, folks. We'll see you soon. See you Sunday. See you next Friday morning here at Comics by Night. Try to leave this industry in better shape than what you found it. And folks, remember, hating ain't creating. You know, you might get a small rush from picking on somebody or by trolling somebody on these silly social platforms, but you're not really entertaining anyone. You know, so give a second thought before you post something vicious and mean. But on the other hand, go over there and post some positive stuff. Tell us about the books that you like. Tell us about the people that you enjoy, the folks that really make you happy that you're reading comics. Because it's that positivity that's going to shine through a lot more than the negativity. So let's do that.
Always.
Folks, thanks again for stopping by. HR in the chat, thank you so much. Everybody else that's watching, I didn't even switch my Facebook around this morning. So completely forgot about it. I'm gonna leave me a little post-it note up here in the corner of my screen to fix your Facebook. So yeah, sorry about that, folks, if you were looking for it this early. But most of our viewers are after the fact anyway, at least from the numbers that we see. Take care, everybody. Any other last words?
Yeah, that's a great show.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thanks for joining us, Whiskey.
See you later.
Might want to set your alarm next time.
Peace.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. Scott Rosema, where are you? Yeah, okay. Anyway, and we could always talk about buttered sausage.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does, why is it doing what it's doing. Get it out of my face. Buttered sausage. It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
And he kisses it on the lips.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration.
Total concentration, secret.
Once again, this time, with theory.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Can't nobody tell me nothing.
How dare you?
Get off my lawn.
Now.
The views and opinions expressed within the video content found on the Indie Comics Network are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Indie Comics Network or its sponsors. Have a question or comment for us to address on the show? Have a topic you want us to talk about? Email us at indiecomicsnetwork@gmail.com. Want your comics to arrive in pristine condition? Head over to GeminiComicSupply.com and save 10% on your next Gemini mailer order or anything in the Gemini Comics Supply store. Use coupon code RAGIN10. That's RAGIN 10.
If you look at something and there's nothing there, what's the difference of figuring out what it was in the first place?
Come on.
Bye, Jack. We really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, Wayne?
No horseshit, Jack.
No horseshit.
How can he close me up? On what ground?
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Everybody out at